How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with mystery beers. Crazily wrapped mystery beers. That means, it could be a couple different people, but this comes courtesy of Steven. He came down for Beer Tube Palooza. He dropped off some beers. Now we dive into them. He's a couple different wrappings on some of his beers. The one that's similarly wrapped to this one, I reviewed last night actually, and it's one of the worst beers I've had in quite some time, so I'm kind of excited for this one. Love the wrapping, love the psychopath level stuff. Beer-wise, looks like a stout. Hey, guess what? That looks like a stout. It could be a couple different things. Could be, a Belgian, super Belgian dark, an imperial porter, kind of Baltic porter. Could be a couple different things. But from a distance, we're going to go out on a limb here and call this sucker a stout. So give it a whirl. Not much of a head on it. Let's see if we can get a nose. Well, it's definitely a lactose stout. Marshmallow. It's a candy bar stout. It's got to be, because that's got to be marshmallow. So I think it has lactose. It probably has vanilla. It probably has marshmallow in it. There's a very distinct marshmallow thing going on here that I'm going to say, okay, this has to be marshmallow. Now I'm just trying to dissect where else they're going with it, because I think there's more to it than that. It's got to be like marshmallow, graham. Is somebody's s'mores thing? Chocolate, marshmallow, graham cracker. I think it's somebody's s'more stout. So somebody's like candy bar stout. We're probably talking about 9.4% black milk stout with vanilla, marshmallow, graham cracker, chocolate. I think I'm done. At least on the nose. Let's drink it. Cheers. I think I'm going to stick to my guns and see if that's exactly what this beer is. The only thing I'd really budge on this beer is ABV, because I am getting this little tinge of something. Now, you could tell me that's cinnamon, or you could tell me it's a little bit of heat. You tell me it's a pepper, so you could tell me like a hot chocolate stout. But I don't think that's what it is. Or is it? This is like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old bought a Chocoveza or something like that. I don't know. I think I want to stick with the s'moresy thing. I'm trying not to talk myself out of s'more stout, because I feel like the nose and the initial taste really made me want to stick with that. But the more I think about it, I think there's a cinnamon. I think this has some thyme in it. I think, not a ton of thyme, but I think there's some cinnamon in this. And there's this little lingering kind of heat, just lingering. Makes me think it's like a Mexican hot chocolate stout. Chocoveza-y kind of thing. We're going to do that. We're going to flip it. We're going to go 9.2% Mexican hot chocolate stout. But does it have marshmallow in it? Because there's definitely marshmallow. You know what? If I'm right, if it is a Mexican hot chocolate stout or a s'more stout, I'm going to say I'm right either way, so let's not hem and haw about it. 9.2% milk stout with marshmallow, chocolate, cinnamon, spices. That has 2 years on it. The pull tab? Not really. Ooh, man, the burps. Coming strong. Where do we start here? Start anywhere we want, because it's our party. Let's just get all the tape broken off. And we'll see where we land here. I don't feel confident about what I said as far as nailing the beer. I mean, I hem and hawed so much that if this is Chocoveza, I got it exactly right. No, you didn't, asshole, because you kind of like hemmed and hawed. Bourbon County wheat wine? Really, I'm wrong. Oh man, this is the worst mystery beer. This is Bourbon County Stout Vanilla. I've never been more wrong. No, I've been more wrong. Wow. 2018, so it definitely has some time in it. So this is Bourbon County Stout. This is stout aged in bourbon barrels with vanilla, and that's it. That's it. That's all this beer is Bourbon County Stout. Man, that's thin. Man, that's thin. Really? 14.9%. More than 5% off on this beer I am. That's heat, I guess. I took this. There's a spicy thing. So, they say floral and fruity, Madagascar vanilla beans, character of notes of toffee, oak, and chocolate. So vanilla is apparent, obviously. It was a stout. It's just a big lactose component in this, man. It's got to be that much vanilla. This has to be oxidized. I didn't get much of any oxidation on this. Oh, man. 3 years old? Listen, I'm going to be the first person to sit here and say this dude's wrong. And I'm fucking wrong. Fucking wrong. I did not get this beer. But I don't think this beer's that far off from what I'm saying. You know, it's a stout. It comes off as a milk stout. The vanilla is pretty big, but it comes off more like marshmallow to me. And there's this spiciness to it. There's this spiciness, you know. It's got to be the heat. Maybe a little barrel char, but there's something to it that leads me down the line of like a cinnamon spiciness kind of thing going on. Like at first I thought it was a graham cracker thing. That's why I went with the whole schmorry thing. Then I was like, wait a minute, maybe it's more like vanilla and kind of a little bit of chilies, but it's had some time on it, so everything's kind of died down. I think this beer is more of kind of like it was something originally, because I've had Bourbon County vanilla before, the old school ones, none of these newer ones, and it never reminded me of this. I don't know what to say. That's a very cool mystery beer, though. Thank you very much, Steven. I love it when I'm wrong. Completely wrong. I'm like, I got stout and vanilla. Very proud of myself. Called no barrel on this thing. 5% plus off on ABV. Totally missed this thing by a mile. That's my kind of mystery beer. Thank you very much, brother. Very fun. The funny part is that the other beer that horrible one I had, I'll try to put this up with the other one. The horrible one I had was the same kind of bottle shape. And when I started doing that one, when I poured it, I'm like, oh, is this going to be a Bourbon County? In my brain, assuming things. And I was like, yeah, it is in Bourbon County. That's so funny that the next one ended up being a Bourbon County. And I totally did not think of Bourbon County at all in any form or fashion. That's pretty fun. So, yeah. I don't know about this. Got vanilla in it. It's a stout. They nailed it. No. Is this one of the better barrel-aged beers that I've had? It's like, no. Adjunct barrel-aged beers, it's all no across the board. It's not bad. It just comes off like... It comes off herky-jerky thin. And, like, it's aged badly. I'm sure this beer is much better with a better body on it. And that's really where it kind of loses itself. And something I probably should have talked about more with the beer before unwrapping it is that it's thin. You know, that's where it really comes off. It comes off as thin. And that was me whenever I would say it's got time on it. I think that was me saying it's thin. And the words never came out of my mouth. And it just lacks that kind of body and richness you come to expect of Bourbon County. I mean, listen, you know, it's aged. You know, it's an adjunct stout, barrel aged, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's not a long haul age to begin with. But this thing should last at least 3 years. That's where we are in 3 years. So, almost exactly, right? Yeah, this is the 26th of August 2021, and this was bottled September 4th, 2018. It's almost exactly 3 years. Should last that long. So, is it one of the better ones? No. Is it the worst thing I've ever? It's worthy of being in conversation of a decent stout, you know, that's aged. You know, it's not like horrible or anything, but I expected more. I'm just more angry that I didn't even get in the same universe as this beer mystery was. Valued availability, $20 probably. I would assume that's what these typically $18 and $20. Get them anywhere you want. I mean, they're available whenever they come out. You just buy them off the shelf and leave you with. Actually, back in 2018, maybe not so much, but now definitely. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like vanilla and thin stouts, you will like this beer. There you go. Mystery beer in the books. Thank you very much, Stephen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you've had this and what you think. Especially if you've had it recently, like if you opened an aged bottle. I'm really curious. I'm curious about what it was like for you when you originally had it when it first came out, but more specifically people that have opened one as of late. Massive Beers. Check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif. Check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little Bourbon County right now. We'll see you next time. Cheers.